If you're interested in moving abroad, I'm sure you've asked this question. What do you need to escape America? You've probably heard of people who've tried to do something big in life, like move abroad, only to fail because they didn't know how to get started. And that's the question hundreds of our viewers are asking, and the multitudes of people who've been attending our workshops are talking about. They just don't know how to get started with the move. They're lacking a process. They don't have a plan or a timeline. And you know what that does? It makes them feel frustrated and fearful. So we acknowledge the pain first, right? This pain that you feel, and we're saying, get yourself a plan. Here's what you need to be able to escape. First, you need to understand why. You also need to understand what is your money situation? What is that looking like? And number three, you need to have a plan or processes in place. Let's go into a little bit of detail about these areas on what you need to be able to escape America. Assess your current readiness. You've got to get a baseline on what things are looking like for you right now. That does not just include money. Yes, that's on the list, but how about your family? Are they aware? How about your life insurance policies, your health insurance, or even your own medical doctor's appointments? Paperwork that you have, that does it need to go with you? Does it need to stay in a safe deposit box? Those kinds of things. Assess your readiness. What about steps to prepare your money? Some people, they're in a state of retirement, all right? So they're going to have an influx of income. Other people, maybe you need to go ahead and start that business before you leave the US so that you have something already in motion that's running. What if you're not out of debt yet? Get out of debt first. What if you are out of debt? Have you begun investing in businesses abroad? Have you set aside some type of system, some money to be able to invest in businesses? How about a cost analysis for your target country? That way you can determine what the cost of living is going to be like for you. We need to be able to look at those things and itemize. Are we going to be able to continue with our lifestyle we currently have? We're going to need to shift a little bit. One thing's for sure, we often are very encouraged, pleasantly surprised that when you move abroad, when you escape America, there are opportunities for you to actually live on less income and have a more robust lifestyle. Lastly, how about a timeline, spreadsheet? You need to know what tasks are the right tasks to do and at the right time to do them. People usually start with this one, but I listed it last on purpose because actually there are things you need to take care of before you start writing down all those to-dos and tasks that need to be handled by yourself. And yeah, they're going to be a lot as a matter of fact, but you need a way to have those organized. We provide you with a process. 4 years ago, our family of four successfully used the system I've just described to you to move abroad. And it's worked for others as well. Our workshop graduates have completed scouting trips to El Salvador, Mauritius, Tanzania. They moved to places like Rwanda, the island of Zanzibar, Tanzania, the mainland, and how about Botswana, as well as other places. We encourage you, go check out the testimonials. Don't believe me, listen to what they have to say.
I'm a checklist type of person, so I really appreciate the handouts you guys gave us because that's going to be very, very useful to me getting started. To just keep things kind of organized. So thank you again. When I saw this on YouTube, I was so excited, and I was like, I gotta sign up. I want to hear, what if this is the real thing. So this is a confirmation. And keep doing what you're doing because there's so many of us that want to leave.
This is most helpful in many ways. One in particular, the integrity that your entire family present. I really enjoy. I like that. I mean, because it just resonates and allows me to say I feel comfortable. I feel safe with making certain types of decisions and stuff like that because of the wealth of information that you provide. I like that, and it's very concrete, systematic. So I appreciate that. like how you identify having a system, to have a system, like what is important.
This experience was really great. It gave me more of an understanding of what it takes, and to know it's important to know your why of and that you're doing this for the right reasons and the best reasons possible. And you have given us resources and tools that will enable us to have a great starting point. And I really appreciate this workshop.
So yeah, this is what you need to be able to escape America. So you're going to want to click the link to register below, because the slots are limited for our upcoming workshop.